Hi, I'm jessie.metohu. I am a real estate agent now. I was in the financial industry for 14 years plus. I was a first-time home buyer, and the time when I was looking for my first-time home, the last thing on my mind was interest rate. I definitely was not an educated buyer at 17. That's when I had the strong desire to buy my first time home. I just wanted my own place, my own room to make it my own, and that was always with me, so I decided to go ahead and go for it. And I submitted an application with different banks, multiple applications, different banks, and none of them ever got back to me, and I can't imagine why. Why is a 17-year-old trying to apply for a mortgage? So I go a year down the road. I was graduating high school early and working a part-time job at one of our local grocery stores. It was called Albertsons at the time, and I had a stack of paychecks that I had just been putting away for a while. So for over a year, I had these paychecks, which some of them had to be resubmitted, and some of them got accepted when I walked into a Wachovia bank, which is now Wells Fargo. But anyways, a lot of changes between that and now. So I tell the lady there, I said, I want to buy my house. I want my own space. I want to separate from my parents, and I just wanted my own space. I grew up with four siblings, so having my own room was kind of the reason to want to do that to begin with. So I just wanted my own room. So I said, buy my own house, I'll have my own room, my own kitchen, my own everything, and nobody can say anything to me. I've got money. So at 18, I do another application, and this time it was with Bank of America. So Bank of America runs my application, and they tell me, well, we can't give you a loan because you have no credit. So that was the first time that someone ever came back and said, okay, what do I have to do to buy my house? So now I learned about credit, how to build credit, which I think I took on a $300 credit card at the time, my first initial credit card. I brought all of my deposits from my other financial institution and put it there, so they would start having a history of my deposits and my bank balances. And I created a great relationship with one of the bankers there, who then later introduced me to Uma, who was my loan officer there. So with all the financials that I was able to provide, with my income also increasing and my position in a financial institution increased, they said, okay, I think we have enough mitigators here that we can go ahead and put through this loan. I get the loan. Yes. Now, I didn't even ask what my interest rate was. I didn't even ask what my payment was. I just reviewed the documents later. The loan officer, Uma, reviewed the documents with me, and I had an amazing real estate agent at the time that made all of this happen. So she realized that the loan amount that I had originally was given by Bank of America was $86,000, and there was nothing in the market for $86,000. So I said, well, you got any ideas? I mean, I would like for us to move forward into I want to purchase my home. So almost a year goes by. I was about to turn 19 when it all came together. I learned for the first time how it's so important to have community relationships between your lender, your realtor, and at that age I learned a lot. Long story short, I end up buying the house with my boyfriend at the time, husband, and they even asked us multiple times, are you sure you want to put his name on the loan or in on the house? I said, yeah, we're gonna buy this together. So we did, and that became the best thing we ever did. And now what I'm seeing and why I'm telling you this is because there's what prevents you from taking the steps is being too concerned about a interest rate, about is it the right time to buy. Mind you, when I bought that house, it was 2008 when the market was crashing. So it all seemed like a bad idea. And everyone was telling me, Jessie, it's a bad idea. Don't buy this house. The economy is failing. Doomsday is happening. And something inside me kept saying, no, I believe that things are gonna go well, so I'm gonna go ahead and go forth with this. And we did. So my husband and I then later had our first child, but we had also kept the house for about 10 years. So at that 10-year mark, we noticed that, hey, our equity here has tripled since we bought the house. So don't wait. If you are looking to buy your first house, your investment house, there's many stories that I've been able to share from me being in the financial industry, from me helping clients here in real estate now, that are a testament to keep going forward. Just don't let the negative conversations stop you from making the moves that you believe deep inside you are the right moves. And at the time you won't understand, but they are the right moves. So what made sense to my boyfriend husband now, at the time, he said, well, if we can get our mortgage payment to be lower than our rent or about the same, then we should do it. So that's what got him convinced to do it, and that's what ended up making the whole situation happen for us. So my real estate agent decides that she's going to go ahead and partner with a builder or investor. And at the time, houses were selling like hotcakes. Everybody was outbidding us, 20,000, 30,000. And I can see that trend starting to happen again. So the trends in the market, they are unstable. So nothing is ever really stable. But what you can count on is that you want to be in control of your equity, be in control of your payments, be in control of what you can't control. We can't control the news out there, but we sure can take the steps that inside is telling you, hey, make this move. So quick snapshot of my first time home buyer experience and why it's worth it, even if the interest rates are a little bit higher. Work with a budget. Doesn't necessarily mean you're out of the game. If one thing's not giving, then get with someone knowledgeable like myself. I would love to help you navigate all of that. And I am 30, about to be 39 here pretty soon. So from the age of 18 or 17 was my desire. A year later, 18 and 19, officially bought my first house. I've seen a lot happen, and I have a lot of experience in the market and the negotiation and how to help the investor, the first-time home buyer, the second home buyer, the out-of-state buyer. So let's go ahead and get together, have a conversation, and talk about your goal, talk about your financial picture, and let's get connected with all the right people that are going to help you make that move.